You're a hard worker. Well, I guess you have to be since I paid good money for you. You ought to express yourself a little more. You're pretty stiff. Sorry, is that rude? Well, look, as chilly as you can be, you're perfectly fine as you are. If anything were to happen to me, I like to think you could carry on as well. I think I've been thinking about that. The way the world is headed. If it comes to it, don't be afraid to do what you want. Dolls deserve a little happiness too. The warm tap on the shoulder that brought Lillian back from her dream. Holly stood by her in the dark entrance of the theatre, just a shovel still in hand. What a bucko. She got one arm, right? Uh-huh. And she's holding a shovel, right? That's correct. I asked you to tell me a story and you're already spelling out inconsistencies. Some student you are. Maybe she put down the shovel and tapped her on the shoulder and picked it back up after. It's your job to make it to make sense, Nat. I mean, I never actually thought about it that much. You do actually have a good point, Rotman. Didn't I tell you to watch your language around here? Dear God, just tell the story already. Holly stood by her in the dark entrance of the theatre. Trusty shovel was still in hand after picking it up again. Gosh, Lily, are you alright? Making all these noises. I had a nightmare, but many thanks for not killing us in our sleep. Oh goodness, really? It's so awful. It's the worst. It's actually not that bad because I lied. The woman shifted uncomfortably in her spot under the all-powerful gaze of the doll. Still no chance. I'm sorry, Lily. I can't tell if you're telling the truth or not. Yeah, this is how she is. You'll get used to it. Tell the truth about lying, but I wouldn't lie about telling the truth. Do you get it now? Yep. Good, there'll be a quiz. No problem. Lillian turned her attention back outside. The sky was an indistinguishable white as always, but the snow was really piling up now. Trees had gone from a light dusting to a snow of powder. Winds were getting greedy, tugging at the roofs and poles like a badly mannered child in a candy shop. Storm will be awfully nasty, don't you think? I suppose so. It's a good thing we're all holed up here, then. Oh, I get to spend the night with Lily, T. You're excited. Because it's nice. Oh, and there's that ratty guy you were looking for, too. It's like camping, but indoors. What was that about? Yeah, why is one of his eyes blanked out? Exactly. Really, you're not so well, are you? You're thinking too much. It's not terrible. Yeah, well, it's not like we ever got to see that what was behind his hair and his hat. So, something must have happened at some point. But we should probably go check. Dogs get lonely. Dogs? Hey, you're alive! Oh, thank Christ. For a moment I thought you were gonna end up dying horribly. To the two surprised, the injured dog was upright, admiring the bright hole in the ceiling. Despite the dramatic fainting before, they now had their trademark grin pasted back on. Or pasted back on, I should say. I was thinking, I was headed for heaven a second time, but glad this ain't right. It'd be pretty sad if Helen had such a cruddy roof job. Yeah, I mean, isn't the saying that goes is that all dogs go to heaven, I guess? So you didn't die after all. They did die, we'd have to take care of the body. There's plenty of snow out, we'll probably keep for a while. Hey girls, are you planning on my murder or something? Well, it can last for as long as you want it frozen. Trouble is just keeping the temperature down. Seriously, this is making me all sorts of nervous. Don't worry, Mr. Bumman. What a name. Your body isn't the kind to rot the slightest. Well, thanks, Holly. Makes the cleanup easier, then I guess it's not that bad. Yeah, I never did catch your name. I'm Noel. I'm called Holly, but... Oh, but I already knew your name. So Miss Nolan here already told you. Nope. I figured it out myself. Aren't I clever? Oh, I'm the best. I already know all about you. Oh, was Lynn talking in her sleep? She was talking in her sleep, wasn't she? All about me? How'd you figure that? I was watching. Oh, right. Maybe it slipped my mind that, yeah, you were the one creeping around and watching us, so... Watching? See if you were dangerous. And what if we were dangerous? We wouldn't be having this conversation, I think. His face was overflowing with innocent charm, but the dim light glinted menacingly off her sturdy shovel. Yeah, you seem like a real nice missus. She's alright. Gee, thank you. Yeah, please don't murder us in our sleep. It looks nice out there. Only said it'll get worse. Way worse. It's gonna get awful nasty. I can feel it. So, you've been watching the storm as well, huh? Oh, of course. It's going to be big. A twig like you would get blown away in no time. You'll get spun up into the air and into a tree. Then we'd have to shake you down. You can do that with apples too, or pears, or plums. That's right, but hopefully they won't splatter like a plum on the way down. Oh, there'll definitely be splattering, alright. Well, more like if you were to drop a whole basket of plums. For him, it's less of a splatter and more of a shatter. Shatter? Wait. Is Noel a doll too? You girls sure know nothing sure about the not murdering me? Because I'm really starting to worry. Don't worry. You can trust us, Mr. Bumman. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. They watched the snow come down for a long time. Seemed like everything would be drowned away in a sea of white. Buildings, the streets, and the glass. The sky grew darker and darker until everything faded together. And then it was night. Lily, do you mind? Mind what? I've been curious. May I see that box? My music box, you mean? Oh, only if it's alright. It sounded so lovely when you played it before. I never got to hear it for myself. Please, oh please, you don't mind, do you? It's just the nicest thing. It had the prettiest sound in the whole world. If it's you, it won't be so bad. Oh, Lily, you're the best. First time the doll gave her box away. In the cold depth of night, Lillian heard her song. It was steady, but it sounded so different. Something inside of her felt strange. I'm doing it right, aren't I? You are? Yay, I'm the best. What about Lily? What's with the happy face? You don't look so happy. But what's with the face? You don't look so happy. It's fine, I just haven't had it played for me before. It sounds different when you're on the other side. Does it sound good? It's good. And I'm happy. Cheerful soldier bounced around with a shiny new contraption, empty sleeve lying around in merriment. But behind the lantern there were footsteps. Noel extended his hand with a flashy bow. Good evening, miss. May I have this dance? I don't know. May you? God, you're not a fucking teacher, are you? Oh, come on now. No, this is where you're supposed to say, of course, you handsome scoundrel, and something like that. Well, yes, I've been waiting all night for a suave gentleman such as yourself to ask me just that. I'll play along as soon as I have a suave gentleman. Lily is so cool to know. You know, I've been told I got some gentlemanly charm by plenty of folks. That's so sweet of them. I feel like I'm getting made fun of again. Miss, are you making fun of me? Yes. God, so blunt. Thanks for being honest. Always. With that, she took his hand. Dole had never danced before in her life, but she wasn't built for it after all. She felt clumsy in her thick travelling boots, doubling around with her own gawky footsteps echoing back to her. The theatre floor was warped and uneven. The ceiling was broken through. Still, Holly cheerfully cranked the music box. Still, Noel patiently guided her steps. And still, the doll danced as best she could. How do you feel? I feel like I'm doing this all wrong. All about practice, miss. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'll still lean into the romance, too. Is there something you're trying to say? Nope, I'm just giving friendly advice. I see. You know, miss, this place was actually pretty grand back in the day. The flicks they'd show, everyone looked downright gorgeous, all dressed up in shiny and such. Movie magic, but it's real nice to think about. Guess they could fit this whole place and it was like you were really there with those gorgeous people, dancing away. Were there only dancing movies? There were action flicks and spooky ones, and some raunchy ones for sure, but best ones had dancing. Why? Because that's the most emotional part. Get real close to somebody and you don't worry about anything else. Don't have to say a word. Yet you've been talking this whole time. Yes, Miss Lillian. I think you want to know more about me. You keep disappearing. Do I? I can't explain it, but you keep fading away. I'm here right now. But I don't know if you'll be here in the morning. Then you'll have to keep an eye on me. Well, if I were a priest, you could confess to me. Miss Lillian, is there something you're trying to say? I'm just giving friendly advice. Gotcha. A friend to another friend. If I were to confess something, I think it's that Lillian watched patiently. Noel's expression was just as exaggerated as before, turned into something wistful. Held his hand tight, wouldn't let him slip away. I think it is that my luck is all wrong. All in all wrong. No matter what I did, I couldn't do a single thing right. One damn thing. But all of a sudden, I got lucky and played pretend for a while. How's that supposed to work? It's like all the luck in my whole life was saved up for this one moment. I just can't figure it out. But then, do you know, because I'm happier than I ever was. Don't know how it even happened. Someone peeking from the frigid outside, the sight would have been an odd one. Trio of dishevelled wanderers dancing as if they were nobles, tripping over the upset floorboards. One dumb scarred soldier laughing louder than the music itself. Untidy drifter with the poise of a well-mannered gentleman. Stone-faced mechanical doll turning in circles around him. Music filled the room, and it was as if the past had never happened. Yet the room was full of people again. The room was draped in pearls and sun. There were drinks to be shared and laughter to be had. Best of all, the storm would hardly be heard. It was just music and dancing and thankful confessions, until the moments melted into the late hours of the night. Wow, it was forever. God, I want a cigarette. You want to smoke, then feel free to walk right outside. Oh, she is finally awake. Yeah. Who are you? And what are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Sheesh, that's pretty rough or greedy, ain't it? You a thief? You sure look like one. Atrocious, abhorrent criminal. Watch it, sister. You're gonna get me all up in a huff. A friend of your man's, okay? It's the idiot who asked me to come out in this storm in the first place. Oh, then where's father? Can I assume you knocked him out cold and disposed of the body? As nice of an idea that is, no. He was telling me his sappy story here, but he fell asleep. My father like daughter, I guess. So I pushed him off to bed for a bit. You wouldn't know that if you hadn't gone off to Snoozeville yourself. Why you? Damn, the old father ain't working hard though, but he's been up through the night. Did you know that nobody cares about stories like these? I happen to care. You foggy, smoggy moron. Hey, what did you say to me? My father stays up all night, piecing together those tales because he sees something in them. Something about romance, drama, sweeping epics of grand emotion. Really? Whatever is he talking about? What a total dolt. Staying out so late for some silly papers makes no sense, not even a little. So, I don't know what he's talking about, but for his troublesome sake, I've decided to find out. Yeah, he isn't anything like his master, and you nothing like yours. Damn it, it's all too confusing. You're not allowed to say swear words here. Yeah, I know. I think it's about time I get out of this place. Tell your dad to get some sleep every once in a while, right? Otherwise, I'll give him a taste of that eternal rest he seems so keen on. I'll be sure to. Good night, Mr. Smoggy Moron. Yeah, good night. Sorry, dear. It seems I went right off to the Slumberland. That's alright, but you'll continue the story, won't you? Of course I will, but it's ending soon. All good things must come to an end. Well, a romantic, dramatic phrase, right? Father. My apologies. Let's see. Although dancing was long over, the blizzard still remained. In the middle of the night, Lillian heard something. There were careful steps echoing out the theatre. One could say the steps of a thief. She waited until they disappeared, before riding herself to sea. One side of her, Holly, was curled up like a puppy and snoozing away. She clung to her shovel like a teddy bear. Oh, cute. Still had that blissful smile, even if she was drooling a little. On her other side? Not again. There was nothing. She made sure Bum had been the first to go to sleep, pulling their ratty hat over their eyes and snoring away. She watched him carefully, observing his every breath. Weak and small and shaky, she refused to let them flicker out. Still, despite all her efforts, he managed to run away. There was a sound from the front of the theatre. Going to her feet, completely forgetting her precious box, ran before he disappeared for good. Gosh, Miss Lillian, it's too late out for running around like that. Why don't you head back to bed? He was standing with one foot on the hard theatre floor, and another in the deep snow. Behind that grin there was a small shaking. Wind howled powerfully around them. You're running away again. That's a pretty cool way of putting it. It's more like having a play date, but I gotta go home now. Yeah, that's more like it, so if you'll excuse me. Dora reached into her skirts and pulled out the silver locket. When that found its way into the theatre, tugged at it greedily. Hey, that's my... Explain it. It's just a little keepsake, that's all. Miss Lillian, you're really putting me on the spot. If I don't, you'll... Thank you. Not moving from their place, they wrapped their hand around Lillian's and the locket. They were very, very cold. Bridget's hands were shaking. But still, they had one foot in the snow. Why do they look like you? It's not me, but it's half me. Explain it. So yeah. He is a doll, I guess, but he was created in the image of somebody else. It's well, Miss Lillian, it's a whole thing. Really got to be going now. Come on, don't make me feel guilty. Here, I tell you, you'll cheer up, won't you? Seeing you like this is only gonna make me have a guilty conscience. Well, it seemed like you would be used to having a conscience like that. Alright. You got me. I won't run away again. Stepped out of the snow and into the safety of the theatre, leaving the cold behind. It's a long one, miss. I haven't really told many folks about it, so I might trip up on my words here and there. It's not a problem. That's a relief. Had to think on it a little bit. First thing I can remember, first memory I know is mine, at least, is her face looking down on me, soaked with hot tears. First thing I said, as myself, was don't cry. Obviously she only broke down even more. She ran her thumb across my face and there were others too, looking just as tearful in the back. Had a pretty big family, I guess we did. Had a lot of memories of those people, even if I don't remember actually being there. It's a funny feeling, having all those memories and stories in my head, but none of them really belonging to me. So I tried to do what he would do. She sobbed, I stroked her hair. It was a pretty trendy thing back then. Memory dolls. They were better than usual dolls in processing power, apparently. They could be modeled to look just about identical to anybody you wanted. Pumped and full of memories and talk and eat with them like a real person. Didn't have any visible joints or nothing. Basically human. So I was correct on him being a doll then. Just I didn't know they were different types. Back then, a lot of guys were going off and dying. I left twice as many folks to miss then. So memory dolls were nice and aesthetic, at least for a while. There was this one time when she took my hand and searched it, feeling for something. Maybe the old guy, real one. He'd had a scar or bump there or something. I wasn't programmed with that memory, so I couldn't laugh it off. We played house pretty well. She was enamored with me, with my likeness, my familiarity. I think that I didn't have joints so you could see. Walking around town, people really thought we were a completely normal couple. Wonder how those strangers would have reacted if they'd known I was just wearing some dead guy's face. Speaking in some dead guy's voice. Living his life, wearing his clothes like they were my own. Never learned how he died. Nobody wanted to speak about it much. There's a reason, miss. My memory dolls fell out of fashion. Because no matter how hard you try to paint over it, they're still just dolls. Made of mechanical bits and cogs and wheels, like any old wristwatch. When I tried to play house, the farther apart we got. He asked me his questions, ones I wasn't really built to answer. Tried to laugh them off, but God, something was really wrong with me. I look and look, but I just wasn't bored with the memory. It was like feeling your way through the dark. Wouldn't do that, it's too strange. Heard her sobbing to her mother one night. Didn't know why I'd done wrong. Probably nothing, she just kept sobbing and sobbing. That's the moment I think she realized that Noel was dead and he was never coming back. Last trip together was when the snow was gentler. You didn't have to worry about slipping around or anything. When it's just pretty and light, it sticks a little to your hair. It's Lillian, you should have seen it. The town back in the day was so alive. There were vendors, sweets all around. Musicians and people lived in the house and walked in the streets. The snow got real heavy. Everyone was so excited because that meant sledding was going to be fantastic. This theatre was something else too. That was my favourite part. Big screen with the tiniest flickering green. Swelling music. Seeing people live 1,000 different lives. Being a movie star would be nice, wouldn't it? Get to be 1,000 different folks at once. River wasn't always dirty like that either. Geese used to swim around in it. You could throw food down to them and watch them splash around. When it got to be night, how the stars reflected real pretty off the water. It was at that bridge that she gave me the locket. She'd always worn it, every single day since I could half remember it. When she was fussing over something, she'd rub it with her thumb. She fiddled with it an awful lot right before she gave it to me. She had a killer smile. Not the old me speaking. It's what I really think, even now. But with that heart-melting grin on that romantic night, pushing the gift into my chest, she ran her thumb across my side of my face and said, "Don't cry." I wasn't crying, but she wasn't talking to me. "Wait for me here. I'll be right back." That's why he keeps on waiting by the bridge. God, that is sad. But there isn't a day that she'll ever come back now, because the town's pretty much all dead now. Been a long time since she smiled like that, and she'd been close to me at all. Pulled away with teary eyes. All at once, the gap between us became uncrossable. She walked off into the festival crowd and disappeared for good. I remember thinking the strands of hair that fell from her braid looked kind of nice and wispy. And how they floated in the air a little. A memory, all my own. I wasn't quite sure. I'd like to think I cherished that all by myself. Festival ended and the sun came back up again. The streets were cleaned and the sun went back down. Snow piled up around me and I didn't think in the slightest to move. Something only a doll would do. Wait for me here, I'll be right back. Not exactly what I meant. The thing about people is that they say and do a lot of empty things. It's a lot of simple words to fill the air for the sake of it. Dolls are too efficient, too mechanical to do that kind of thing. Dolls don't waste breath. Hell, dolls don't breathe. They have everything in place already. Push air in and out, but I don't breathe. I can get parts replaced, but I still get tired. Follow whatever command, even if it's completely weightless. Merry dolls aren't around much anymore. They're just not very practical. People all for themselves. One way or another, I got to travelling around. Gosh, Miss Lynn, water's so big. There's water that goes on forever. Mountains that fly into the clouds. Sunsets all in all sorts of colours. Lucky enough to catch a few odd jobs here and there. Not to cover a night at the hotel. Save money on food. I didn't need it. That's one perk of being a doll, I guess. No matter how far away, I'd find my way back here again. Soon as the snow started falling real gentle-like, bridge and all its stars would be waiting for me. Said she'd be right back, so I waited. Festival was always nice. There was dancing and lights all around. It was really something to make you feel all filled up with fireworks inside. But it would die out like a candle and I'd be left in the dark again. Year of lights, year of fireworks, year with a little less people, year with posters pasted all over the walls, year with the train shut down, so I had to walk a while, year where the festival was gone for good. Town was flickering out like a light, but I couldn't help but come back. Year with the smoke wasn't too long. Trains had been gone for a while, so I was trudging through the snow and curling up where I could. Sometimes in the distance you could hear something awful sharp. Hope you never have to hear something like that, Mr. Lynn. Something that rings through your corks. But you see, I'm a real idiot. So I kept going. That sound. Like a glass in your ear. Like a clink. Nights were filled with stuff like that. When I arrived, the town was halfway wrecked. The only thing in the streets now were these stiff mechanical guys marching with their helmets clanging around. Everybody with the means had left by that point. Those without were huddled up in their homes. Gets fuzzy, but I remember bits. Remember the sounds. I was minding my own business, heading to where I needed to be when one of the grunts came walking up. His boots were heavy against the crumbling cobblestone. Don't remember the details. He put his hands on me. I pushed him off. A bit rough for a first meeting, wouldn't you say? Had this ugly, dark something strapped to his back. Just looking at it, I could hear the clinking sound. It's what must have caused all the echoing in the night. I like to say empathy makes the world go round, but when I see things like that, I know there are folks out there who just don't see the appeal. I still had places to be, so I made a mistake. Crack. Yeah, that's what we saw. Yeah. So that's how he lost his eye. And the reason why it was blank there is because it's hollow. Not because we wanted to blink out anything gruesome. just because he's a doll and there's nothing else behind there besides machinery. No blood or bone, just shards of myself flying into the sky. It was funny. I got to thinking something pretty strange. The ugly things they carried, they were made for killing, but I wasn't a person. I wasn't dead. Maybe they'd made a mistake. Maybe they thought I was a person. Something else funny popped into my head, Miss Lillian. If I were a person, I'd be turning the snow a pretty shade of scarlet. Instead, there was one thing ringing through my mechanical head. Wait for me here. I'll be right back. The doll who got me. It must have been just following orders. It's what I was doing too. Because no matter how far I went, and how hard I tried, I could not hear those words. That's what being a doll is. Waiting for a long, long time, I think. And it's kind of what Lillian is doing too. Or at least that's how I see it. And look it? That's him, the real me, or something like that. Might be hard to figure it, as I've been skipping on my upkeep, but that's about how handsome I look if I worked at it. Doll didn't know what to say. Too much to absorb at once, but even then she could see it. Years and years of wear, faintest crack along his lip. Wade barely been able to keep up with her just a few days before. Noel had been without a home for too long. Now the body, however human, however mechanical, was paying the price. You're still going to go out, aren't you? Storm will only get worse. I know that. You'll get blown away. I know that too. But I don't want you to. Soft jingling in Lillian's palm was the fat purse of coins. She pushed it at Noel's chest. Mr. Noel, might I make a selfish request? I'll even pay you extra. I gave that to you, miss. Double. Triple, or I walk. That's terribly selfish. You're a greedy bum, after all. Drop the purse into Noel's hand. Okay, miss, now I got payment. What do you want out of this greedy bum? I want your company. That's it? Is it too much? I looked into the wind-swept town. Just beyond was the bridge that they were tied to. The command echoed in their head as it had for many years. Body shook ever so slightly. Dollars feel it now, how the ice and snow could cover them up completely, how they'd been reduced to nothing until it all melted away. The lens gave their tattered coat sleeve a small tug. We can watch it for a little while. Yes. The two settled down by the entrance to watch the snow come down. Luck is so special to you, and how did you lose it? Birds. It's always the damn birds. I'm telling you, miss, I was personally attacked by birds. Well, one singular bird. Yeah, we had a chance encounter with said bird. Must have seen that mop of yours and thought it would make a nice nest. And there's Lillian, the ever blunt doll that she is. Gosh, is it that bad? Relative to an actual bird's nest, it's exceedingly handsome. You have a way with compliments, miss. Yeah, you gotta knock them down a peg first before raising them up a little. Well, anyway, I was fooling around with it when this bird comes out of nowhere and just takes it right out of my hand. Then it was just circling over the river. Miss, they were taunting me. So, what did you do about it? Well, I found it out. Got up on the railing and jumped at it. I was right there, you see. I could have got it if I had it gone a little farther. I knew it. You do have brain damage. So then one thing led to another, ended up getting washed down the river with the rest of the trash. Does it really mean so much to you? Yeah, it does. It's all I got of her. Doesn't have a face or anything, but it's all I got. I think she did what she did because I reminded her too much of him. Also, I think she left me this because he reminded her too much of me. Funny how that works. If that's what you consider funny, really got to work on your sense of humor. I've been told he's a pretty funny guy, though. Mostly in the head, but a funny guy nonetheless. Oh, in that case, you're hilarious. Thanks. Hey miss, what do you do next? Holly says we'll go live. That sounds pretty nice. I know exactly what she's referring to, but I want to find out. The way she talks about it makes me think she doesn't know either. So we'll find out together. What? I don't think I'd heard you talk like that. It's nice. I don't understand. Well, you sounded so different. Like you didn't mean what you were saying. Or at least you weren't sure of it. But now, don't have to worry in the slightest. I would like it if you could come too. That would be nice. If you got tired, Holly could carry you. I could use my money to get you repaired. No, I'm here. Don't go yet. I won't. Just a little while longer. It's alright, miss. I'm right here. Midst of the fiercely stormy night, dull and so cold and expressionless, finally overcome with an indescribable warmth, feeling that seemed to flood the entire room in a gentle embrace. How sweet, how kind, how fragile. It was far too good to be true. And it was soon to be extinguished with all the grace of a candle in a storm. A dull, even knowingness lay still until the breast melted into silence. Next time we meet, I'd like to have a different face and a different voice. One that belongs to me. 'Cause next time, I want to meet you as myself. Good night, Lillian. Take care of yourself. Good night, Noel. It was nice meeting you. And so, the night melted into morning, and with it, new resolve was born. The end. Man, what a sad ending. So refreshing to finish a good story, isn't it? I feel like I've been boring you. I don't know how I feel. I feel sad and depressed now. I don't think it's very refreshing at all. I don't know. Oh, you mean you didn't like it? Father, you made it sound like a happy ending, and it isn't. Ruddy guy should have gone with them. That awful cat, what happened to them? This is no resolution at all. Calm down, dearest. That's just the nature of stories sometimes. People just trail off there. That's all we got to work with. But father... Oh, when did you look at that? Storm has completely subsided. Hooray. See, the story helped you forget the weather. Helped you learn of the past. That's the true value of it. Listen to the voices of the many that would otherwise be lost. I suppose that's right. Now, how about we go get some hot milk before bed? Go ask Mother to heat some up for us. Alright. Father has left his papers out. It would be a shame if it ended like this. That dolt must have missed something important. Now, let's have a look here. Are you gonna leave us on that? Come on. From what I know, there is another game being made for this one. I don't know if it's a sequel or prequel or something, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing it when it comes out, because my god, I love this. I just saw a goblin with a problem. Hold on. Lily, are you ready to go now? Yes, I am. It'll be a long walk. But it'll be so fun if you're around, Lily. Teehee. Yes, and if I get tired, you'll carry me. Oh, but of course. And my box too. Oh, that won't be a problem at all. Not for me. It won't? Good to hear. I think I might bring one of the tables and chairs with us as well. And she's not a horse, Lillian. Stop packing her full of shit. I got to carry those too? Sure. I get tired, you want a chair to sit on. Right, that makes sense, doesn't it? You're so smart. I'll go fetch some nice ones right away. Doofus ran off into the street for a little treasure hunt, leaving Lillian alone. Except, you can come out now. And behind one of the crumbling buildings, outslinked a smoky cat. Whiskers are twitching in mild irritation. So you knew I was there, glass thing. What keen senses you have for someone so terribly dull. Nice to see you again, Rat. You're looking the same as always. I'm not a rat. I'm a cat. And I'm no glass thing. I'm Lillian. Says who? Says you. Yes. Well, what a nice chat we had. I'll be going now. Leaving? Wherever could you be going? Anywhere else? Like where? Not here. Why did I think I could ever hold a civil conversation with you? Cat rolled her eyes and turned to go, but for old time's sake, Lily reached out and grabbed her tail a yank. Or gave it. Yeah, why do you keep doing this? Wait. What do you want from me, you fiend? Do you want to come with? What? Clear your ears. I'm asking you if you want to travel with us. That's a peculiar request. I don't know how long you've been here, but there's better things on the outside. Holly and I are going to see them all. Are you coming? Cat stared at the ground for a long time while swishing her tail in irritation. Such an odd request. She'd long forgotten what the rest of the world had looked like. And to have a doll extend such a favour? You really think I accept such words from a loonish fool like you? I have to laugh. I'll never trust a glass thing. Not now, not ever. Stupid, foolish thing. Trip and fall and shatter apart. Suit yourself. Doll turned around and let the cat standing dumbfounded. Hey, you dunce, don't just walk away like that. The finicky cat's meowing grew shriller and smaller, and harsher until she mewed herself hoarse. But clearly, aren't these chairs so She is so delightful. Oh, so you really got them. But it's such a wonderful idea, of course. I had to break down a lot of doors to find them. Oh, Lily, who were you talking to in the square? You? So you didn't see? I just saw you staring at the ground, so strangely, but there was only snow. Either the cat was blending into the snow, or there's something more going on here. That's what it is. What is? Nothing. I was just saying goodbye to the town. I didn't know you were so sentimental, Teehee. Not usually. But let's get going. Okie dokie. That's cute. Just a cat left in the dust there. Holly, how would you feel about having a pet? Oh, a cute one would be nice. No, an ugly one. Don't ever change, Lillian. That's sad. Rather have a cute as you. Or have one as cute as you, Lily. But if it had to be ugly, that's good to hear. Foolish loon. How dare you slander me so? Gosh, did you hear? Just say something. It's only the wind, Holly. Oh, that's all it is. Day was bright and pretty. The sky was clean and clear. Marched through the crisp snow and the outside world. Lillian, her box, locket around her neck, and some company for the road. Oh. Farewell. I just noticed that there was extras. This is bonus showing in the fundraiser stream of the game. It's extremely silly as well as completely canonical. Please enjoy. There's arcade corner. Okay, good. We get to finish off on a good note. Because yeah, that ending was sad. Good morning, good evening, and good night, everyone. Welcome to our bonus and make corner, where we're here to provide you with some good kicks and giggles. That's right. Story has been getting pretty depressing, so I figured I'd rent out this time slot to lighten the mood. Hell yeah. Thank you, no. Even though you're kind of the reason it got depressing and sad. Anyway, here with my lovely co-host, Miss Lil. Well, Miss Lillian. What are you wearing? It's Game Rizlo. That you got a pack of chaps and a ball of X. She's playing like a little gamepad as well. That's cute. She also reminds me of Thor in that. After he got found out. After he'd retired for a bit. You've got eyes, don't you? Yes, Miss Lillian. It's just not very appropriate for this sort of engagement. And what is appropriate? And what is it appropriate for? Not the most savoury kinds of engagements, that's for sure. Oh? Are you gonna save that for later? No? Anyway... Lillian, let's start the show by reading fan mail. Fan mail. How about it? Well, we don't have any fans. Well, consider me as one of them. So you have one fan. Don't say that, miss. Because I'll be in deep trouble if this thing didn't end up paying off. Oh, here's our first letter from superfan Low-Struck Letty. Thanks for writing, pal. It reads... There's this girl in my class I got the hots for. I want to confess, but she's already going steady with someone else. Just can't keep this burning in my chest anymore. Okay. Should I risk it all and tell her, please help me? Gosh, Miss Laddie, I saw the situation. Well, yeah, I feel just the same. Sometimes all you can do is speak from your heart. Things might not turn out in your favor, but at least you've been honest. Honest with her, and honest with yourself. Honesty is the purest form of truth. Take self-reflection, empathy, and courage. It's that kind of earnest living that makes the world go round. If there's a man in the way, just run over. That's not how you deal with it. Miss. When you come to a bridge, you walk over it. When you come to a puddle, you trudge through it. The reason why you can't do the same with a man. Apart from the fact that you go to jail over it. So that's what you really feel? Wow. Doesn't matter, she'll reject you. You called yourself Lost-Struck Laddie, so you basically lost all dignity. Congratulations, you're undateable. That's an awful depressing way to look at things, miss. I'm just being realistic. Pardon my boldness, but I think you could use a little more purity in your heart. The world will be a brighter place that way. Moving on. Got a letter from the wonderful Madam Vengeance. Wow, so obvious. What's to say, co-host? It reads, I've been calling you all this time, but you never pick up the phone. One day you suddenly changed your number. Visited your apartment, but a different person was living there. I see you've been lying to me. Stalker. Stalker alert. Why? When would she call me back? After I lent you all that money too. No, there were others. Do you do this every time? Take the money and run? You're heartless. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Not anymore. If you don't call me back, the adorable pictures will get out to some very high places. Don't want that, do we? God, that's a very dark letter. Hugs and kisses. Includes these pictures. No need for that, Miss Lillian. I'll just take care of those. I think out of the two of us, you're the one that needs purity. Moving on. This letter is kind of funny. Won't you look at that? It's got a fancy seal on it. Mystery sender. Ain't that spiffy? What's it say, Miss Lillian? It says your time is up. God, these letters keep on just getting worse. My what now? Something about how it's time you paid up, so go ahead and try running. Oh, is there someone at the door? And that's all for the bonus Marquee Corner. Time sure does fly, doesn't it? It's been a pleasure to host and... Yikes. Co-host, take over. Whatever you say. There it goes. Oh, it's just Holly. Oh goodness, Ellie. It's good to see you. What are you doing here? Oh, just taking care of some part-time work. Say, did you see a ruddy guy around here? 5 foot something, sort of flimsy? Of course, he went that way. Hey, you're the best, Ellie. Oh, wanna go for drinks later? Sounds good to me. Tee, my keys. Door open. Somebody help! I guess that's it for the bonus. Thank you for playing the game. It's much appreciated. Hopefully this bonus has expanded your worldview and understanding of the characters. That's all. It sure has. Oh no. He left the photos here. Oh no. I'll just keep these safe, just in case. You do that, Lillian. You do that. Okay, that was a better note to leave on. Much better. But yeah, that was Melting Your Winter Gears. That was a lot of fun. Well, the main game got very depressing, especially at the end. That was really sad. I may or may not have cried a little bit. But yeah, that was it. So, yeah, from what I know, there is another games in the work for this series, so I'm definitely going to be checking it out when it comes out, because, man, this was fucking good. It was good. The story was, and writing were amazing, art phenomenal, just, yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about this. It was really, really good. But yeah, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, as always, the link will be down in the description below, and yeah, we'll be hopefully keeping ourselves warmer